So this is no ordinary gigantic gallon of maple syrup. This actually has a really special meaning to how Salt and Pine Films got started, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. The very first wedding film Pao and I ever did was actually totally by accident. We were both attending a friend's wedding in Denmark, and we just happened to have our camera gear with us. Not great camera gear, by the way. We had a Canon 5D Mark III and also this GorillaPod. This was all the gear we had just to travel with and take some travel photos. While we were at this gorgeous wedding, our friend said to us, "Hey, you two are good with cameras. Would you mind taking some footage of the ceremony since not many people are going to be in attendance, and maybe we can show some folks back home at the reception in the States?" And at the reception was a wedding photographer friend of ours. Shout out Amy Spirito. Her link is right here and also in the description below. If you are planning a wedding, please reach out to Amy. She's a totally rad person. And she told us, you know what? This was actually really good. You two should maybe think about doing wedding films. And that was when Pao and I said, yeah, maybe we should. And at the time, I was working for a marketing agency and also making some documentaries. And I was making a small documentary on agriculture in New England, and I happened to meet Caitlin and Ian Ackermann at a farmer's market in Melrose, Massachusetts. And I said, would you mind if we came up to your farm in Cabot, Vermont, and just filmed the two of you? And we went up there, made a little video about them on their sugar farm, about making maple syrup, how it's made, and also just like running a business as a young couple.
We also use glass to bottle all of our maple syrup in because we don't want plastic in the landfills. We want our woods to be as healthy as possible so that we can have something to pass down to our kids.
We made this video for them, they loved it, and not too long after that, Caitlin reached out and said, "Hey, Ian and I are getting married. Do you think you'd want to do our wedding video?" And Pao and I, of course, said, yeah, let's do it. It was a beautiful day in Vermont. They got married in their sugar woods. It was absolutely stunning. And right before we left, Caitlin pulled us aside and she said, "I know you're not getting paid for this, but I have to send you home with something. So please take some maple syrup." And so in my mind, this maple syrup right here is the first payment Salt and Pine Films ever received. And that is all to say that when any small business starts out, you charge what you feel like you're worth. And at the time, we just needed content. We needed to put together a portfolio. And not long after that, we started charging a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, so that whatever we were charging was meeting our experience and our expertise and all of the learning and growth we had done. So thank you all. Thank you all for being along that journey with us to capture your wedding days and your special moments. That means the world to us. But that's not to say that this maple syrup isn't still important, because this maple syrup still goes in every single cup of coffee that Pao and I make. And I can personally attest that it has gotten us through many wedding days and many long nights of editing. I can't thank you enough, Caitlin and Ian. Also, Caitlin and Ian Ackermann, their website is in the description below. Please reach out to them and buy some of this maple syrup. It is absolutely delicious. And with that, cheers. Thanks, y'all.
Wait, stop. You have to go? Okay.
Do you want us to? Oh, that's okay. We're filming. Oh, thank you so much.
No, then we just ruined it. I'm sorry.
No, we're filming that way.